All right. Welcome everyone to the Habit Night first live stream ever. Um, right off the bat, the first thing I'm noticing is it's way slower than normal, which is honestly having to do with how bad of a computer I have. But so yes, as you read on the name of this live stream, I am just going to spend the whole time talking about who knows what, anything, while I look for baptisms. The first thing I'm going to do is switch this to 7 generations. And then I'm going to zoom out. And yeah, so my method for finding baptisms is probably different than most people, but I do it almost like when you're trying to like sweep a floor. You know, some people will just go spot sweep, but I'll go section by section and try and get every piece of dirt off that section of the floor until I reach the end. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this, except obviously because there's way more lines in my family than I can possibly go over in, a year, let alone a few hour live stream. I don't know how long this live stream will be, but the goal is to find at least a few names. But, depending on how slow my computer is going to be, it could be a bunch of names. I don't know, but we'll find out. So anyway, I'm going to begin by duplicating tabs. I'm going to open each of these new people in new tabs, which is proving to be way slower than I'm used to. So typically I'll go through and open every single one of these people's links, trees in a new tab. And I'm gonna attempt to do that, but it's just very slow today. In theory, in the future, I can use like a different computer, maybe my mom's computer. It's a lot newer than this one. And it should go more smoothly, but today I'm already committed. So I'm just gonna go with the slowness. Enjoy it. So yeah. So to talk about right off the bat, I'll just talk about what's going on in my life. I'm sure a lot of you, this being my first live stream, and I haven't posted a video in like over a few years actually, I think. What's going on in my life? Well, I'm working 4 days a week, but it's a full-time job, so I'm working 10-hour shifts, and it's night shifts, and it's been all right. Don't get me wrong, I'm not dead yet, so and it's a fun-ish kind of sort of job, maybe. Lots kind of a bunch of monotonous tasks, but I can't complain. It gives me money, and I need money to live and to pay for stuff like gas and food and stuff. And I also need money to pay for stuff that I want to do. One thing I'm doing this year is, well, I guess two things. I'm doing an EFYSA for, YSA standing for Young Single Adults. And then later this year, I'm going to be doing an FSY, and it'll be my last FSY. because I'm now an adult and technically an elder now, so I won't really be going to any more FSYs after this because it's 18 younger and whatever. But I'm pretty excited. Today and yesterday evening after church was mostly spent, well, I should back up. Yesterday I went to my family ward and then to YSA after that. And then after YSA, my friend Ethan came over, and we planned out and worked on our skit that we're going to do for EFYSA. And the skit we're doing is... I probably shouldn't say this out loud, because if anyone sees this before we attempt it, then they might be like, that is not what you did. But the current plan of what we're doing for the skit is going to be playing as many instruments as we can in the span of 3 minutes, and each instrument we play will be a different song. And we can't repeat instruments personally, but we can play instruments that the other person has played. So like, if I play the piano and then he plays the guitar, I could play the guitar later if I wanted to, and he can play the piano later. Same with like cello or whatever. So yeah, I'm not gonna say what all the songs we're doing, but we thought, to be funny, we'd have like 2 of the songs be Christmas songs, just to throw people off and to be funny. But yeah, so you might be wondering, Chad, you might be wondering, isn't this like super slow right now? Like, I think it'd be faster to just go through and find names some other way. Yeah, there's probably faster ways, but this way, when, like, if you have a fast computer, or if you're not live streaming while you attempt this, I've done this on this computer, and it runs somewhat fast, as long as you don't have more than the amount of tabs that is the entirety of this fan chart. If you have more than this, then it starts slowing down a lot. And, you know, this live stream might come out to be the most slow live stream ever. That being said, it's my first live stream, which is, if you read the description, you'll know it's kind of sort of a practice live stream. I'm thinking of live streaming like multiple times a week, at least once a week. So earlier I mentioned I have a night shift job, and as part of the job, I stay up all night. You know, my shift ends at 3:30, and so I drive home, get home around 4, and then go to sleep. And so I'm sleeping till like noon, you know. And one of the biggest drawbacks of that is because I do that, then when the weekend comes, I kind of have to flip-flop my schedule to switch to, you know, sleeping during the night instead of mostly the day. And because of that, the day before I go back to work, I have made it a habit, no pun intended, I've made it a habit to stay up all night the night before I go back to work. And so because of that, and it's not all night, it's just I stay up until about 4 a.m. and then I'll go to sleep. That way I can stay awake during work. So yeah, so that back to family history and stuff. the way I do this, after I have all these tabs open, I will then go through and close tabs as I go. So I'm going to close this tab. I'm going to click ordinances, and I'm going to look for any baptisms. And what I've decided to do is if there's any baptisms that I cannot do for reasons of like duplicates or things like that, but they are available if you do the work, I'm going to save a link to that so that I can come back to it in the future and spend a different live stream only working on like duplicates and things like that. Anyways, so as I was saying, because I stay up all night or a good chunk of the night before, every time I go to work, I'm gonna start live streaming during that time, or working on videos, either or. All right, so I'm going to open this link in a new tab, and then go to that tab and see what we've got to work with. Hopefully, birth before mother to have children. I don't know if that's going to make it so I can't request it. We'll see. Yeah, so we can't request it. So this will be one that I'm going to share this link with myself. Okay. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'll just pull up a notes and save it in that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And then I'll just close that tab. Okay. All right. So I'll just continue. So yeah, other types of live streams I've considered doing include, like just live streams where we listen to ambient music and I journal or read scriptures. If you guys are interested in something like that, be sure to let me down in the comments if you are. Other ideas are challenge live streams. I have in the past, earlier this year, my friend who actually just left on his mission, we did a challenge where we together read the Book of Mormon. Our original goal was to read it in this within the span of 24 hours. Which I guess if you add up just the hours we were reading, it probably was close to under 24 hours. But what we did was we met up together at our local church building, read for a few hours, went home and slept that night, came back, and then went the rest of the day. And we did it in under 48 hours when you look at it like that. So that's a challenge that I'd totally be down to live stream if you guys are interested in seeing me read a Book of Mormon nonstop for a full day. But hey, it's, you know, if you like it, you like it. You know, you like what you want to like, but I definitely enjoy diving into the scriptures because nothing better than it on this planet, you know. All right, we've got another possibility here. Let's see what we got to work with. If we're lucky, it'll be our first name. Nope. Possible duplicates. So I'm just going to get this link and paste it into my notes. We will come back to that on a different stream. Okay. So, other things that's going on. With the FSY coming up, I have a friend who invited me to join a skit and we're going to do a Studio C. The current plan, which I don't know if we're going to change it because it's possible we've already changed it once. The current plan is to do Studio C, the what's it called? Operation Breakup. I think that's what it's called. Probably is. I'll let you know how that goes. Of course, the FSY we're doing isn't until July. I think. Maybe late June. Ooh. This is it. Boom. The very first baptism. There we go. I'm clapping for myself because there's no one here to clap for me. That being said, if you do end up ever watching the stream, which I don't know how you would hear me ask this question if you are not watching this stream, so welcome if you are. But if you are watching the stream, thank you so much. Of course, I'm guessing by the time you watch this, then it'll be like at least a week after I live stream. But yeah, maybe in the chat just like keep track of how many I've got for me, and maybe do like explosion emojis in the chat every time I get a baptism. It'll be very exciting. Unless you're the only one in the chat. You're like, I feel so lonely. Almost as lonely as the one live streaming because he thinks he's, well, now I'm talking to myself. I'm sure the people that watch this live stream will think it's hilarious. Unless you guys think it's dumb. In which case, it's your opinion. You can think and decide what you want to think. But, definitely let me know what things you'd be interested in seeing me doing. Based off of what I'm doing for EFYSA, the talent show, you all now know that I play a bunch of instruments. Now, you guys aren't here to ask me what instruments, but I have a feeling you guys probably would have asked if you were on the live stream. So, the instruments I will be playing for this skit currently, well, talent, I guess. It's not a skit. For the talent, what I'm currently planning on playing. This first instrument I'll play is the piano. And then after the piano, Ethan will be playing a guitar. And then I will be playing... Actually, I have the list right here. Let me just pull it up. After he plays the guitar, I'll be playing the saxophone. He will then be playing his chanter. In theory. Don't ask me what his chanter looks like. I can't even remember what his chanter looks like. But after he plays his chanter, I'll be playing the ukulele. Love the ukulele. If any of you watching can play the ukulele, let me know in the chat. And if you're interested in having me play ukulele in a future video or live stream, let me know. After I play the ukulele, Ethan will be playing the cello. And then after he plays the cello, I'm playing the violin. After I play the violin, he's going to attempt. I say attempt, he hasn't even bought this instrument. You might not even count it as an instrument. But he's going to play the rubber chicken. But he's been looking up some videos, and there are ways to get different notes out of a rubber chicken if you squeeze it just right. So in theory, he's going to figure that out in less than a week, because EFYSA starts on Wednesday. So, yeah. After he plays his rubber chicken, I'm going to play the accordion, and then he's gonna play the train whistle, and then I'm gonna play the tin whistle, he's gonna play the dulcimer, and then I'll play the kalimba, and then we're gonna do a duet where he's gonna play the piano and I'll play the cello. So that's just a little taste of some of the instruments I can play. So if you're interested in seeing or listening to me play any of those instruments, let me know. Okay. All right. So, you might be wondering how long this stream is going to last. Because we have less than a week until we play our talent at the talent show, whatever it ends up turning into. He's actually going to come over right after work, and we're gonna practice. So this and he finishes work at, I want to say 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30 or 2:30. I can't remember. I'm sure if he jumps on the stream, like in the future, he's probably gonna put in the comments, I got off at this time or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just watch and then laugh and then leave after watching it, or he won't ever watch the stream. I don't know, but maybe he'll let us know in the comments if he ever watches the stream. But he said he's gonna come straight from work to my house and we are going to practice. So whenever he texts me or calls me to let me know that he's on his way or almost here or is here, that is when I will end the stream, unless family tells me to stop streaming and something else comes up that we need to do. But I think I'm in the clear because my little brother's playing on a Switch. My sister is probably reading a book or doing something in her room. And my mom and dad are off celebrating a friend's birthday and eating dinner at a double date or something. I don't know, something like that. So in theory, I should be all set to just go ham and find as many names as I can. Now, if you're curious, if I had any reasons for wanting to do this for my first stream, I mean, I could have multiple different reasons. The first reason being that I need baptisms. I need names for baptisms for the temple trip we're doing as part of the YSA. And because there's so many YSAs going to this YSA, then I figured if I can just find as many names as I can, then I could knock them all out, either myself or amongst the many people that will be there. Which win-win, you know? So, yeah. The other reasons include, like, this is something that this type of thing I'm doing, it's not, I'm not gonna make a fool of myself, but I also, like, won't get super saddened if the live stream turns out absolutely terrible or glitchy, or like maybe the audio. Like, y'all should put in the comments, tell me scale 1 to 10, the quality of the audio. I'm guessing you can hear my squeaky chair. But that's fine to me. It's my first live stream, and so I'm assuming that I'm gonna have a lot of odd stuff with this live stream because I don't expect my first live stream to be amazing. or to be perfect. But hey, we've got our second baptism. Look at that. Claps for myself. Crickets in the background. Perfect. Alright, let's see if... Nope, duplicate. Let's copy that. And then I will put it into my notes. Okay. And close the tab. So yeah. Yeah, I plan on being super active in this channel up to when I leave for my mission, which I'm working on my papers right now, so it could be soon, but my main wait time is waiting on my braces. Yay, braces. So once I find out when I get my braces off, I can probably finish up my papers and get those submitted. But yeah. Other videos I plan on making, ideas that I've had are like, they include different challenges. Like, you know, I mentioned live streaming the challenge of reading the whole Book of Mormon in one setting, which, you know, I technically have not done. I've done it in 2 settings in 2 different days that were, you know, one day right after another, but that's still a lot, you know. But yeah, there are other challenges that I am considering doing. I have never attempted like New Testament, Old Testament, or any of the other books of scripture in short period of time. So maybe I'll attempt doing the entire New Testament in one setting. I have no idea. We got another one, yay. I have no idea how many pages are in the New Testament alone. I haven't checked at all. But yeah, it looks like we've got another duplicate. So I will copy that link. So oh, looks like I had 2 of these tabs open, so I'm going to just close that tab, I guess, because that I already copied that, which was already in my notes. So I might have accidentally opened that tab twice. But yeah. So other things that I've got going on. My oldest sister, she and her baby, so my niece, are actually coming over this Wednesday, the day I start YSA. So we've got a lot of like preparing to do, but I'm a little out of the bag. They've got so many different complications with preparing and stuff that like they're probably gonna do most of the cleaning and swapping rooms while she's here with her. And so because I do FYSA, if I'm lucky, they'll do most of it without me, which might sound a little weird, but it's not that I wouldn't help if I could. In fact, like, because I live so close to where the EFYSA is, I live like 45 minutes away, I think, 15 minutes maybe. Because I live so close, they aren't actually providing housing for me. So I will be driving there and back every single day. So I might actually help in the early morning when I first wake up before I leave, if they are actually doing stuff and need my help. But yeah, it's probably going to be pretty difficult for them to clean up rooms and swap, because like all 3 of the bedrooms are going to be swapped, have new people in them, new stuff in them, once they're done. So it's possible that like they might not get almost anything done in the first week that she arrives, because babies and watching them and playing with them, and they can be a distraction, I guess, from getting stuff done. Looks like we got another duplicate. And we got another duplicate. So previously, I would just ignore the duplicates and do nothing about them. But looking back, that is a missed opportunity, because it doesn't take all that long to fix duplicates. It's just when you're in the zone and you're working on just looking for names that are already available. Like you're not wanting to oops, sorry. You're not wanting to sorry. My back is sore. You're not wanting to work on things like duplicates or like unfinished work that you need to adjust, or like hints. So in copying and pasting into a notepad all of the duplicates, in the future I can actually fix those and potentially still get to do their baptism, even if because they're even after you either merge the duplicates or confirm that they're different people, it's still a possibility that they won't have had their work done. Though if they are a merger, if you do merge the duplicates together, and they one of them has had their work done, then that won't apply and you can't really do their work. But yeah, that is why I am doing that. So other things that I have going on. Fun tangent story. The other day was on Saturday, so today is the 27th, and it's Monday. So 2 days ago on Saturday, I went on a double date, and actually the same friend that was the other date. I was going with a girl and he was going with a girl. I was giving him a ride, okay? And he's actually the same guy that invited me to do a skit at FSY. And he and I were driving back. So it was somewhat late at night. It was like 9 or something. And we were driving back from our date. And it's like 40 minutes away, 45. And we had gone bowling. It was really fun. But we were driving back and the tire popped. One of the tires popped. And so we pulled over and changed the tire together. And that was something like I've never changed a tire on demand. And what I mean by that is like I've changed a tire once when I was like 12, and that was my dad was just wanting to show me how to change a tire so I would know how to do it if the time ever arrives. Which, thank you, Dad. I appreciate you. Like I wouldn't have been able to do that without you, but I'd never changed a tire like in a situation where I had to, like, you know. So that was it was fun. Like I not gonna lie, like it all went all right. At first we couldn't quite figure out how to like loosen the lug nuts or whatever, because I guess they were just too tight. But what was really happening was because I cranked up the car before we loosened the lug nuts, then the wheel was turning as we were trying to loosen them. So after we did the best thing to do and used Google to find out what to do, Google had said to loosen the lug nuts and then jack up your car. And so he lowered the jack and then loosened all of them. And then when we jacked up the car, we were able to change the tire and everything went smoothly. But yeah, that was pretty exciting. I think it was good prep for my mission, you know. Like, when the mission comes, if I ever find myself on the side of the road with a pop tire, I know how to change it, you know. And not everyone can necessarily say that they know how to. And so at least I can add that to the list of the things that I can say that I've done and know how to do. So that's weird how I did that. Well, so yeah, that same friend that was at that double date that I went to, that also helped me change the tire and also invited me to do skit with. I'm actually teaching him how to play the guitar right now. And I am pretty okay at the guitar. I wouldn't say I'm like super great. I can play like, you know, a good 8 to 10 different chords. Maybe less than that. I don't know. I can play a good few chords and I can do finger picking. But the main interest of teaching him was the new youth song, Disciple of Christ. I have been learning how to play it, and I almost have it down. And I had mentioned that I know how to, and so I was like, hey, do you want to learn? He was like, sure. And so, bada bing, bada boom, he came over the other day, and I've been teaching him. So that's pretty fun. But yeah. So that's one thing that's been going on. Another thing that's going on in my life is I have a sister who who's on a mission right now, and she gets back in just a little over 2 weeks, which is so exciting because that's 18 months that I haven't seen it, and it'll be interesting to see her again after not seeing her for a long time. But she was actually engaged before she left on her mission. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. She was engaged before she left on her mission. And so they're actually getting married in July. So she gets home in June, and then gets married in July. So that's pretty soon. So that's gonna be interesting. Speaking of which, I have not even requested any days off in my work for that. Like they get married on the weekend, so it's not like I have a 3-day weekend. Even like that just comes with the job because I work Monday through Thursday. Which I don't work today because of the holiday. Happy Veterans Day? Is that today? I think it is. Probably is. Y'all can make fun of me and go make fun of me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's May 27th, 2024. Is that Veterans Day? Probably not. Maybe it is. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. But I've been hanging out with her fiance. He's a fun guy. We've been going to YSA together, which like he every time like we mention it, it's like his excuse for why he goes to YSA is just to make sure I go, which is funny. But I don't know. I guess he doesn't necessarily need to go to YSA because he's already getting married. But at least he's like hanging out with people that are roughly his age. I don't know. Is that something like a mid-aged young adult that already is engaged? Should he be going to YSA? I don't know. You know what? I'll leave that to him. He's been going to YSA, but Amy's gonna. My sister. That was not on purpose. My sister's gonna be back in less than 2 weeks, so he's only gonna be going to YSA for like 2 more weeks, and then he'll probably stop going once Amy gets back. If not, just to show up with Amy and be like, "Yeah, we're getting married." I don't know, but anyways, yeah. I guess if you end up ever watching this live stream, all you who end up watching this live stream in the future, let me know in the comments if you have ever attempted to do family history in this way, like looking for names like this. It's probably very strange to some of you, but others of you might be like, "Bro, how has no one thought of this?" I don't know if anyone's thought of it. It's possible that people have. Although last time I went to a family history center, they did something like this, but instead of going through just defined baptisms, they would go through using the fan chart in order to work on every little part that needs to get done, which includes, all of the yellows. They would call the yellows golden investigators at that family history center. Not everyone does, but that's what they like to call them, because it's like they're people that need work done. You can do it, sort of. I don't know. It takes a lot of effort. And that's the thing. The Lord loves effort. So if you want to get closer to the Lord, put in everything you've got. Put in your effort, and He'll take you further than you think you can go. So, pretty sure I already looked through all of this. But just in case I didn't already check this one, I'll just do that so I can close that tab. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe by the time actual people are watching this, maybe this channel will have like a bunch of subscribers and people watch it every day and stuff. I don't know. But if you are watching this within 6 months, you know what? No. Let's go within 3 months. If it says like you watch this within 3 months or whatever, I want you to be like, I was like in the first 3-month crew or whatever. I don't know. In the comments, like let me know that you've been here from the start. That being said, I'm probably overhyping myself in doing this, because I'm probably gonna look back on this live stream and be like, that first live stream and only live stream I did. Listen, I am committed. I'm gonna live stream at least every single Sunday night to Monday morning until I quit my job. Alright, so yeah. As you can tell, it's a Monday, but it's not Monday night. Because there's no work today, I didn't stay up all night last night. And so therefore I was able to get a normal day of sleep. But I have work tomorrow. So tonight, I'm going to be staying up all night, which means I'm going to be live streaming tonight. Unless my friend and I practice instruments all night instead of I stay up all night doing who knows what on a live stream. So, if I do not go live tonight, you will know why. It is just because we are practicing instruments nonstop all night, which I guess you should probably be happy that I'm doing that, because we are nowhere near ready. But hopefully when my friend gets here, then we'll get everything figured out and like feel more ready. But yeah, the other day we had the idea for me to play a song on my tin whistle, but the song was in the key of B flat, and my tin whistle, it's an instrument that kind of sort of only plays in the key of D. So he went on his computer and had to use his brain, thinking back to those years. I say those years. It was only like 2 years ago when we were in music theory together. But he had to think back and remember when we were in music theory. And he's like, I wish I had paid more attention to music theory. And I'm like, yeah. My brain, it explodes whenever I attempt to do things like that. Which I used to do it all the time. Like, all the time. it used to be my goal to be able to like do it super fast, and like I would use MuseScore and try and convert songs into other keys so that I could play them on other instruments and stuff. But yeah, I think it'd be so cool to be a composer, or even to just be an arranger. You know, like take songs that already exist and like flip them on their heads and make them more interesting with new instruments or new methods. Yeah, things like that sound super fun to me. But yeah, go ahead and put in the comments different hobbies that you guys have picked up over the years, and if there's a hobby that you want me to try and learn, I'd be down to go learn something. You know, I can solve a Rubik's Cube, so if you want to see me solve a Rubik's Cube on a live stream, let me know. Guys, look, we did it. We got another one. Yay. Yeah. I don't know what that puts us at, but it's more than 3, I think. So maybe we're at 4. I don't know. I'm probably gonna watch over this live stream after I'm done and be like, what was that? I'm such a weirdo. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be like, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Let's yeah. But if anyone comes and watches this, I'm looking at you. If you are watching this right now and you have done live streams before and you know there's something I can improve, let me know what it is I can do to improve my live streams. Because I barely know what I'm doing. I'm just glad, well, like I'm somewhat tech savvy, but I'm not quite YouTube savvy yet. So let's see if we get lucky here. Nope. You know, about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I used to watch Minecraft YouTubers live stream. And it's interesting because, like, attempting similar things, like, I would see what, like, the type of things I would watch when it comes to live streams is they would just be, like, mining away, like, doing, like, monotonous tasks that mean nothing, but then just have a list of stuff to talk about, or even just talk about whatever the people on the live stream want to talk about, and just do that. I mean, what's interesting is, like, it's stuff that they were already planning on doing, even if they didn't live stream, but because they're live streaming it, they get like more engagement with the viewers, which is one reason why I'm doing this live stream. Ooh, let's go. That is another baptism. Yay. Someone tell me what we're at. Yeah, over 3 for sure. If the last one was over 3, this is probably over 4 now. But if it's like a lot more than 4, I don't know how many it is. So, yeah. So, I know most of the people that will watch this stream, aside from like my family, probably don't know a whole lot about my channel before this stream. A lot of people watching probably won't know what was this channel before this stream. Like, everything after this stream will be different than what it used to be. I mean, not terribly different, just more organized and making more sense. But the name of this YouTube channel before this live stream was The Habit Kid. As you can tell, the brand name change to Habit Night was strategic for multiple reasons. Firstly, I'm no longer a kid. I am an adult now, and so the name Habit Kid didn't really stick with me anymore. But, looks like we might get another. I wanted to keep it close to what it was, because the whole reason I started that channel in the first place is it still exists today, but just a little bit. It's slightly focused, you know? Like, it's slightly the same reasons and the same stuff, but with new point of views, I guess. The types of videos I used to make was I would read a page in the Book of Mormon every single day, and then brush my teeth, say prayers, and go to sleep. And that was the entirety of the video. There was like nothing else in the video, but that was it. So these videos that I'm gonna make, you know, like, if I successfully actually make videos, like I plan on making videos, which I'd be annoyed of myself looking back if I didn't. But I'm pretty committed, so don't you leave until you know for sure that you know I'm not what you want to watch. In which case, yeah, that's your opinion. Like, I respect other people's opinions, and it's not my job to make you choose something different. It's my job to do like be who I believe and follow Jesus. And if other people feel like following Jesus, then I will encourage them. I love Jesus. Jesus is like, he's a cool dude. Like, top notch dude. The best of dudes. Greatest example. Yeah, that was the same as the other tabs. So I think I probably paused myself mid-sentence earlier, and I don't even remember what it was. I was probably had to do with the previous channel stuff. Looks like this one will not. So, yeah, I already told you guys the reason why I switched the name is because I'm not a kid anymore. But the reason why I kept the habit part of it is because I'm gonna focus a lot of the stuff on this channel on building and keeping habits. Hopefully y'all don't think I'm like a wacko dude for doing that. And hopefully that's the type of stuff you guys are wanting to watch. But we'll find out. Listen. I think almost anything would be fun to watch if it's made in an entertaining way. So, so if y'all just if y'all watch this stream before any other videos have come out, do me a favor. When the first video comes out, not live stream. The live streams are streams, so they're not packaged to be like super entertaining. They're just like, if you want to just vibe with me and get to know me a little bit, then you hop on a stream. But if you're interested in like, maybe learning a little something, maybe it's a little entertaining as well, do me a favor. If you do watch the stream before any videos come out, watch the very next video. The very first video that comes out after this stream comes out, I want you to watch it and use that as a determining factor. If that video is like super boring and like you got nothing out of it, and it wasn't, or maybe it just wasn't the type of video you want to watch, then yeah, it's you do you, and I'll respect your opinions, but at least give it a shot. All right. Now, if you are watching the stream because you're a friend of mine, or you're a friend of mine who sent it to you and was like, hey, that kid named Shad that did this or did that or solves Rubik's Cube or whatever, he live streamed finding names on Family Search. You want to see it? If you're that guy or girl or whoever you are, and you're a friend or a friend of a friend of mine, how you doing? I hope I haven't made you angry or annoyed or weirded out by anything I've done so far. And maybe, just maybe, you've learned something during this live stream. Whether that's something about me or something about family history, I'd be super happy if you learned something about either of those. If there were people watching this while it was live and you guys asked questions, I would so be down to answer them. Especially seeing as it's such a small channel. Any questions, but like there's so few comments, and by so few I mean there's none. Well, actually, I should double check before I speak. Comments, chat. Yeah, there's no comments at all. Maybe I'll just put in the first live chat. Both in the live chat and in the normal chat. I'll just say welcome to the stream, and yeah, there we go. There's now one comment in both the live chat and in the comments. So now any comment after that, I'll know there's comments. So if you guys do join any future live streams and ask questions, I'll do my best to get to every question that's there if time allows, especially because I just don't know how many people will be watching these live streams in the future, but I'm so down to just chill and have a good time on a live stream if that's what people are wanting to do. But I already know, like, that I will probably get more views, like, in videos that I make than in live streams. But I feel like live streams are a great way to help others and me get to know the audience, and you guys, the audience, to get to know me. So if you guys are wanting to get to know me, which I'm totally down to get to know you guys a little bit, then live streams are a great place to do that. Now, there's definitely there definitely may be controversy on the channel in the future about what I don't know, and I don't necessarily care all that much, but because, you know, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know. But the thing is, everyone has their opinions, and I love hearing other people's point of view, but I want to do my best as a disciple of Jesus Christ to respect their opinions, and not let their opinions get in the way of being friends with other people. And so, with that in mind, if you are watching this first live stream, I invite you to try and do the same. Maybe not with just my channel, but with other channels too, you know. Your opinions and your ideas can be great for thriving and nourishing a community. But, and I'm saying this about myself, you know, my opinions and my ideas can be great for nourishing and helping and growing a community. But to let those opinions keep you from making friends or keeping friendships, I just don't believe in that. So if I have opinions that are different from yours, or you have opinions different from mine, that's totally okay, you know. I don't necessarily need to bring up harsh examples. A simple example could be, do you like pineapple on pizza? You know, some people might go take this to the extreme, but let's just say I am not the biggest fan of pineapple on pizza. Some of you guys that will watch this stream, if anyone watches this stream, some of you guys that watch this stream probably love pineapple on pizza. I'm not going to get mad at you or mock you or like make a big deal out of you having a different opinion than me, because everyone like deserves to have their own opinion. Like it's like, I see it as a right. Like, you have the right to your own opinion, and I shouldn't try and take that away from you. Like, our opinions are what make us unique, make us different, make us change the world to something different, you know. And I think changing the world, I mean, obviously changing the world for something that isn't for the better, isn't all like the best thing to do. But it's better to change for the worse and then realize it later than to not change at all, in my opinion. And as I said, if we're gonna do our best to be disciples of Jesus Christ, and to represent Him, we're gonna state what we believe and be respectful of what other people believe, or what other people's opinions. So, yeah, that's my challenge for you. Will you accept the challenge? That is your choice. Unless no one watches this, in which case, then that is my choice, because I will probably watch it, and that'll be a challenge to me, not to any of you guys. But yeah, you guys can probably tell. I can maybe probably talk for days, but it's not necessarily very organized right now. But I think you guys probably expect first streams to not be very organized, so I can expect you guys. I can trust you guys to expect this to not be super organized, and trust you guys to appreciate my early days in my channel. But so future of the channel plans, I'd say when it comes to after my mission, any plans that I have are gonna have to do with a few things. The first thing it'll have to do with is, did I enjoy doing what I did with the channel before my mission? So like what I'm doing right now, in the next 6 to 12 months, do I enjoy this? Looking back after my mission, did I enjoy it? That'll be the first deciding factor. If I did enjoy it, then that becomes a maybe. Yeah, I very, very likely maybe will continue doing this channel. The next thing will be either any adjustments I'd want to make if I did continue it, and if there are any adjustments to the channel, then if I did continue, I would need to make those adjustments in order for me to be able to continue doing this channel and live with myself, I guess, if you will. But if I didn't enjoy, looking back, if I didn't enjoy what I end up doing with this channel before my mission, after my mission, looking back at before my mission, then I either won't do YouTube at all after my mission. I guess not at all, but I just won't do YouTube. I either won't do YouTube after my mission for the first little while or at all, or I will do something else on YouTube, which it's possible. I've looked into other ideas, but yeah, my friend actually is planning on starting his own YouTube channel about something else. I don't know. I'll ask him next time I see him. And if he says that he is planning on making it, and he's okay with me sharing it, then once he starts it, I'll bring it up in a live stream and put you guys in on his channel plans and stuff. That way you guys get brought into some more cool content if that's what you're looking for. So yeah. Let's see. So in preparation for my mission, one of the things that I time and time again have been challenged to do or suggested to me to do to prepare is study, preach my gospel. And finally, ever since they updated the Preach My Gospel, manual. Then I've been looking to get a copy of the new version, just because I know there's stuff in there that I want to see. Which before I was just reading it using the Gospel Library app, but now my mom finally got me a copy. I like to smell new books. She got me a copy of the newer version. So, which, I had already asked the bishop to get me a copy, but he was like, they haven't started printing it yet, so I can't give you a copy until they start printing it. But then I forgot to keep asking him every single week and nagging about it until he gives me one, because I guess I forgot. But then my mom got me one. I was like, let's go. So now I'm gonna try and get the habit formed. Like I had a point of time where I was like studying using the Gospel Library app every single day. I did that for probably more than a month. It was at least a month that I was doing it every day. But I want to get back into that habit, and so I might make a video about it. And so if you guys are interested in say like anything to do with Preach My Gospel, whether that's how do you study or what do you study, or like taking notes or something else to do with Preach My Gospel, or even other things you'd like to see me make videos about, let me know in the comments, and I'd be so down to like provide on whatever you guys request. So yeah. Other than that, another habit that I am trying to get back into is journaling. I used to be like really good at it. Like I journaled for at least a year straight. Or at least like a year consistently, at least like 4 times a week straight for a year. But then it's like it's just been in and out. But I've got a new journal because I finished my last one recently, and so I'm gonna try and get back into it. My sister, who's on a mission, I asked for her advice. She was like, well, simply stated, just ask yourself how you've seen the hand of the Lord in your life that day and write about it. And you don't need to write about every detail in your life. So what better thing to write about than how you've seen the hand of the Lord in your life? So it's my goal right now. It's my goal to starting yesterday, I guess, to write every day. At least, I can write more than this, but at least answering the question, how I've seen the hand of the Lord in my life today. And I could write one thing, I could write 50 things, but as long as I write something answering that question, then I'm going to count it as journaling for the day. Obviously, there are more things to journal about than just that. And I might find days where I feel like I need to journal about more than just that. But I feel like it's a good start. So if you watch this live stream before I put out a video about journaling, then maybe put in the comments down below about what you're interested in seeing, or asking me how I'm doing on that, I guess. But yeah. Let's see, 2:30. It's 2:30 right now. So still going strong. Hopefully y'all are keeping track of how many names I found so far. Which I haven't found a name in a hot second. So I'm sure you guys have a name, a number, not a name, a number written on your page or something on your notes, because you guys obviously take notes whenever you guys watch these things. Not actually. I'm sure if I did more of enough informative live stream that was like just teaching how to do something, then like you guys would probably take notes if you guys wanted to. But I doubt you guys would take notes on this. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like if I was looking for the fastest way of how to find names, like, then I'd probably, and I just happened to come across this live stream, I'd probably take notes on how I myself am doing it, because I definitely believe that this is one of the fastest ways without using like code programs or already created ways, like the app Take a Name. It's like super efficient. Like you can't get much more efficient than Take a Name, because you just hit a button and it just does it for you. It just searches through your tree. But I feel like this adds more personal connection to the names you find, even though this still uses like systems, you know, like I've got a lot of tabs open. Someone tell me exactly how many tabs are open in this very moment. You know, that's a lot of tabs. So it's not like I couldn't tell you this dude named Joanne Powney, something like that. How am I related to this person? I have no idea. But I still feel like it's more personal to each person you find, because you put in the effort. And with everything in life, or at least most things in life, I might be making a dumb assumption, but with a lot of things in life, when you put a lot of effort into it, you appreciate it more. And so with that in mind, doing this not only helps you appreciate the people that you found more, and appreciate the fact that you did it, you found it, you know. But it also is like a way to do that, but also do it fast. So I know this method that I use it doesn't apply to everyone, because some people, their line, it's like they got their parents and their grandparents, and it doesn't go any farther, and they're like, I don't know what to do or how to get further than this, and it's complicated. If your lineage doesn't line up with names that are already in the church's system, it can be a little oofty, you know. It can be a little distressing or annoying. But if your lines do go like, you know, in a million directions and like for an eternity, it feels like, then this is, I'd say, a very efficient way of going about it. But yeah, some of you might be wondering, why don't you just use the feature, like it's like ordinance is ready? Yeah, why don't you just use that? It gives you 4 names and you're set for life. You just click get 4 names and then go to the temple, come back, get 4 names, and just do that every time you go to the temple. Well, first off, those names, like that's 4 names. If you need more than 4 names, like if you're trying to find some for your cousin's dog, just kidding. For your like cousin or your sibling or your mom, and you don't want to sign into their account, that'll only give you as many names as they'll allow. You can only get so far. So this is an open-ended. You can get as many names as you need, as many as you can find, pretty much. Like if you can't find any more, then there's not much more you can do other than like the work that you need to do to find more names, to like get more names to work. But yeah, another thing is some people don't know that there's even a way to do this. I mean, like some people think that if you want to print out your names, you click ordinances ready and you'll print out your name. But that'll only get you so far. And that's why clicking on my reservations, that's the way to go. Whenever you print out your names, you click my reservations, not in fact, I'll even show you right now. So I'll open that link in the new tab, and then since this is a duplicate, or no, it's a child born before the father, so it won't let me get the baptism. I will paste that link into my notes so that I can come back to it later. But what I do, I click on my reservations, and then I filter out just the baptisms. So I remove all the other filters. And I guess if you're looking to do initiatory or endowments or sealing to parents or spouse, you would remove all the ones except for that one. And then you would click perform next. Okay? And you can sort it in any way you want. Like if you want it just guys or girl names, you can click sort by the sex, and then you can scroll down if you want guys, and then at the top is the girls. And so, but once you have just baptisms selected and just perform next selected, you can then click this, and now you have all of the ones that you can print selected. So you can print for me, it's all 14 of these names. And no, I haven't found 14 today because some of these were found on the 18th and 17th of May, whereas the ones I found today were on the 27th. Anyways, wow, this one expires really soon. So yeah, whenever you print names though, I would definitely suggest doing date expired. The date it expires as what you do, because if you're doing things like endowments or initiatory or just anything but baptisms, you can only do so many in a day, and so you want to do the ones that are going to expire first. That way you don't miss the opportunity to do that work, because it will no longer be as part of your reservations once it expires. You'll have to go find it again. And that's one reason why you want to do that. One thing my dad was saying is you could sort it by date of birth, and then do their work in the order of like when they were born. That way you give the earlier people the chance. I don't know, that was just something my dad was like, you could do this, it'd be interesting. Some of these have some pretty interesting names, but that's the fun thing when it comes to my method of finding names, is eventually as you go through like each of the fan charts, is you're eventually going to get way back there. And like there does come a point if you get too far in your fan charts, sorry, if you get too far in your fan charts, that it'll get so back there that there's no work that can be done, because if you don't have enough information, then you cannot actually work, get baptized for that person. I can't remember all of the requirements, all of the required info you need, but you need enough to actually be able to do the baptism. So anyway, mini rant. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes. Still holding strong. I'm still alive. Still, yeah. Starting to get hungry though. Should probably eat at some point today. But I'm gonna push through on this live stream as long as I can. I haven't watched like a terribly large amount of live streams, but I don't know if it'd be weird to eat food during the live stream. Maybe it would. I should double check to see if this is a duplicate. Not like a literal duplicate. I mean, like, if I've already found this. Yes, I have. I don't need to do that one. And then I'm gonna check this one as well. GJC6XCW. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have already put these in my notes. So, yeah. I think if you want to use this method and it to work the best, either do it at an actual family history center, which if you are doing it there, props to you, because in theory, the computers that they've got there are high-ish end. Like, they're at least good enough and have good enough flow that you can do this comfortably without much jitter or lag or whatever. But if you are doing it on a slower computer, maybe contain it to, like, you do a fan, you do the links of like half of a fan, and then close all those pages except for like one that you want to work on later, and then do the rest of the links in the fan, and then find like one you want to do later, and then you have two tabs open that are the two from one randomly chosen from one side and one randomly chosen from the other side, that are somewhat full fans that you could do or use, and then open like half the links in those two tabs, one at a time, and then close all of them and continue that process. That way you don't open as many tabs. Like, as you can see, like the way this method is working is I'm not closing the tabs unless there is no more links I can click on. Like, you know, you've got your fan. If it goes out to the 7th generation, because when I click on this, the generations here, it's 7. So if it goes out to the 7th generation on a fan, so like this current fan I've got open, there's only one generation. So there's no new links to open in a new tab for new trees. So this is a tab I would close. But an example like this has 4 different links I could open in the tab. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can open all those in a new tab, and then close this tab. And if it has more than, say, like 7, then I wouldn't close the tab. I just go on to the next tab and keep working at it. That way I'm not adding like thousands of tabs. But in theory, I'm opening like 30 plus tabs, maybe 40. I don't know. One of you guys has been like tally marking every time I open or close a tab, which would be kind of hard to do because you aren't seeing my computer, so you don't know when I close the tab. Fun fact, Control W closes the tab. If you were interested in knowing, maybe you guys aren't geeks and you guys aren't interested in learning that. But in case you were interested, I like to use a lot of keyboard shortcuts while I'm doing family history because it makes it faster. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Other things to talk about. One of the hobbies that I set a goal to pick up this year. I already mentioned I can solve a Rubik's Cube. But my new goal is to learn to solve the Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Now, I'm sure the audience that will watch this at some point doesn't know how that is possible. So pretty much the way you're able to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded is at competitions. I've never been to one personally, but I've seen videos of people going to competitions. But the way they do it at competitions is I think you have a specific amount of time before you have a stopwatch or a timer, and you have that amount of time to inspect the cube, and you aren't allowed to turn it at all. So you'll look at the cube and plan everything you're going to do in your head. You can't write anything down. You can't touch or get help from anyone or anything like that. So you inspect the cube, plan everything you're going to do in your head. You put down the cube, put your blindfold on, put your hands on the timer, and then you start solving. And then you need to solve the whole thing without taking your blindfold off. Or the moment you stop your timer, you can then take your blindfold off. Whether or not it's solved, that's entirely up to how well you know how to solve blindfolded. But yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do that, which it's more complicated than the way I explained it. That's the quick rundown. If you're interested, I can probably talk more about it at a future live stream. But yeah. So my friend texted me, and it sounds like he's done with his shift. So he must have gotten off at 2:30, and so he might be here soon. So I might be closing off the live stream soon. So I'm going to just speed through these a little bit more. So I want to take this moment. I don't know how soon he'll get here, but he said he was at Walmart, and if it's the Walmart here in my town, then he's probably pretty close. So I want to take this time to say thank you to all of you guys that did end up getting on this live stream and watching even just a little bit. Thank you to all of you guys that are watching, and I appreciate you guys. I think you guys are awesome people, and for sure everything you guys do in your life, it makes a difference. No matter who you are, like whatever you're doing in your life, you're making a difference. Even if it's that's just for the dog that you watch after or something. You're making a difference to your dog. But you're making a difference in somebody's life. And by watching this live stream, you're making a difference in mine, because it shows that some people actually care about what what I'm doing, I guess. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys find like purpose in life and learn something new in these live streams. And I'll talk to y'all later. Before I just jump off the live stream, I'm going to double check to find out when he's gonna get here. I think I will start closing some of these tabs now, because I'm almost done with this live stream, and I think he's gonna be here soon. And so I'm only gonna have time to work on ones with less things to open. So I think I'll just go around and open these tabs. Yeah, I know he read the text, but it doesn't look like he's responded yet. So either he's driving and he's almost here or something, or he's busy doing something else. I don't know. But yeah. If you didn't watch the whole live stream, maybe just since I'm almost done with this, if you skip to the end just to see like how does this dude end his stream, well, what's the very last thing you talk about, just let me know like what you thought and in the comments, and then also just let me know how I could improve. Those are the two things. Let me know what you thought of the live stream. Let me know how I could improve, and then let me know what else you'd like to see from me. And that's about it. Yeah. So, does anyone? I probably shouldn't ask until I'm for sure done. Looks like I'm getting a call. Hello there.
Hello. Hey, I saw the videos. They were amazing. I forgot to grab the dulcimer.
You forgot to grab the dulcimer.
I forgot to grab the dulcimer, but I think we'll be okay.
Oh, am I?
Because it's super easy to play the dulcimer.
Okay. Should I meet you at the Far West Family School?
What was that?
Are we going to the Far West Family School?
Yeah.
Okay, how soon should I leave? Like right now?
I got like another 6 miles.
You're cutting out a bit.
Right now.
Hey.
I think we're right now. Oh, you can't see my video probably. I can see yours.
No. Okay, I turned off my video. I think turning off the video helped it. So I think I can go ahead and tell me again.
Yeah, probably right now. Because I'm about 10 miles from the water today. And by the time you get out your house and get all the instruments in your car, it's going to probably be about that time.
Okay.
But what I'm thinking of doing is we go over to Willow Bend and I don't know, see what we can practice over there. If we really need to, then we can go back to my house to get the whole tour. But I think we can try to get tomorrow evening, or I don't know. Would you be able to try doing tomorrow evening, or is that too much for you?
I do work tomorrow,
Okay, so
but
maybe we can just do. So maybe what we do after we go to Willow Bend then is we could see about going over to your house.
it's so laggy.
Or I don't know.
I didn't even catch anything you said in the last like 15 seconds.
Maybe. You know what? Let me call Suzanne and see if I can stay over a little bit tonight. And then I can just go to my house, grab the dulcimer, then go over to Willow Bend to meet you over there. And then I'll have it.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright,
I'll-
I'll call you in a second.
Okay, I'll still leave as soon as I can. All right.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon. All right. I think that concludes the stream for today. Ethan, if you ever watch this stream, yes, you were in it. Thank you for being in my stream. So yeah, I've got to head over to Willow Bend to go practice some instruments with him. Wish me luck. I will see y'all in the next stream. God bless.